If you struggle with your struggles, like if you have a bunch of temptations that you struggle to like get rid of and you're not sure how to do that, like invitation to surrender them to God, to offer them up to him in prayer, to like release them to him and not ask him to necessarily make them go away, but ask and tell him that you are willing to do his will around the triggers. I know this is going to sound a little crazy, especially if you are not a Christian or if you were raised in churches where you were taught that like your temptations and the things that you sometimes feel like called in your flesh to do that are not of God, that those make you a bad person. That's not what Jesus said. That is not what like the church is supposed to be teaching. And I know that a lot of people get that message, but like you are supposed to surrender your triggers and your temptations and your struggles to God. Paul talks about this in his letters to the churches. Jesus talks about this in so many of his parables. Like we are supposed to surrender our struggles to God. We are supposed to actually offer those up to him as a form of worship. So many of us have been taught that like when you pray, you're only supposed to say like, oh my gosh, God, you're so great. I love you so much. Like praise him, do all those things. Or you're supposed to be like only sharing gratitude. Or you're supposed to come to him and humbly be like, hey God, this is what I'm dealing with. Could you please help? Yes, those are all beautiful forms of prayers. But like, I think that one of the most powerful prayers is when you're like, God, I'm surrendering this struggle to you. Like, God, I am opening my hands up around this thing and whatever you want to do with this struggle. Like if you want to leave this thorn in my flesh for the rest of my physical life, I will surrender to that and I will keep coming back to you so that your strength can be made perfect in my weakness. And if you're willing to take it away, if this is of the devil and not just of my flesh, if something is tormenting me and making this trigger worse, like, please, God, help take this away. And I think it's just such a powerful prayer because a lot of times it's one that's done out of desperation. It's done out of dysregulation. It's done from this place of really just being exhausted, trying to figure out how to get the temptation or the trigger to go away on your own, trying to get the emotional dysregulation to stop being so strong within you. And like, as somebody who studied nervous system dysregulation for a really long time, I will tell you that like giving that over to Jesus, giving it to God, laying it at the cross of Jesus and being like, hey, I'm giving this to you. Like you suffered so that I don't have to suffer. And so like I am suffering with you. I am willing to suffer as much as necessary. And if there's any part of this that you don't want me to be experiencing, like please take it. And I'm offering it up as an offering to you. Like may I suffer every day in understanding and commiseration of what you experienced. If I have to do that every day, I will, because I know what you went through in order to save me and save us.